Almost every day I read articles, or quotes and other media messages that advise us to get rid of fear once and for all, or to fight fear, get rid of it, or some other such nonsense, and that's what it is, nonsense. If it wasn't for fear, we would all probably still be in caves chewing on brontosaurus bones. Fear is the force that leads us forward. Fear is the fuel that lights us up. Fear is our friend. Let's prove that. Take a moment and do the following. Choose 1 to 3 things that have been important and a challenge to you in the last 10 years. Were any of those preceded by fear? Or did you just flat out do them? My guess is that they were preceded by fear, and it was the fear that spurred you on to do them. Without even a small amount of fear, there is no challenge. The bigger the challenge, the bigger the fear, the bigger the win. A client recently told me that she was terrified to write her homepage copy because she was terrified that people would think she was a crap writer, and she was allowing that thought to dictate her actions or non-action in this case. Okay, she could hire someone to do it, she got that, but she wanted to do it herself. It was a personal challenge. You might think that is a minor thing, but to her it wasn't. Every fear is important to the person experiencing it, no matter how insignificant it might sound to anyone else. All of us, every single one of us, including those at the top of their game, have these fearful moments, and most of us somehow manage to do whatever it was that scared the living daylights out of us, and then wonder why we struggled in the first place, until the next time. So why do we put ourselves through this every single time? Makes no sense, does it? Imagine instead that we make friends with our fears, and rather than jumping on that old fear bandwagon and staying stuck, that we just observe the fear, take a moment to welcome it, and choose to do that thing we want to do regardless. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Unless of course it's something physical, then in that case be absolutely certain, before you take that jump, leap or ride that big wave. No good hesitating once you've left the ground. And even in this scenario, there is that moment when you simply have to trust. Years ago I took up mountain biking at around 50, and I was terrified every day. Yet I still went along with this group of much younger guys until I got to the point where I began to look for the scary stuff, the higher climbs and gnarlier terrain. I felt amazing. I could have missed out on that if I had stayed stuck. I use moments like that now to move forward. You have the proof that you can overcome fear. Use it. Tap into it. Grab some of that energy. And by the way, this is something that's important and scary for you personally. Doesn't need to be some big deal mega achievement. We all have different personal fears, and they are all as important as we allow them to be. They can take us completely out of the game if we let them. If the fear isn't global, then it's personal. So if every person on the planet isn't afraid to ask for the business, or speak in public, or go mountain biking, then it's personal. So whatever it is for you, just know that if it's personal, you can change your thoughts and perspective about it, which in turn would change your results and maybe your life. Go back to those 3 things and see how your perspective changed after doing what you feared. Then rather than do it anyway, begin to embrace the fear and know that it's there to represent your growth, not your lack of. No need to get rid of fear. It's there and that's okay. See it for what it is. It has its purpose. You might even want to explore what that purpose is. Those of us who fear the most are the ones who achieve the most, because you are learning and growing at a rate of knots. It will get to the stage where you can almost bypass the fear. Be proud of that. Be proud that you are willing to take that metaphoric or real leap or jump and put yourself out there. Either way, be proud you did it. That makes you very special. Be that special and own it. Let fear guide you. Allow fear to be your friend. No. And by the way, you can't escape fear even if you decide to do nothing and just sit on your butt for the rest of your life. Life has different plans for you. It will keep on presenting you with challenges. It's a universal truth. So why not step up, take control, and decide what you really want, and use the time you have on earth to go get it. It's there already, waiting for you to claim it.